everyone, welcome to Vishwa Blooms. So if you haven't subscribed to Vishwa Blooms, subscribe now. Okay, so today in this video I'm going to explain geography chapter, that is resources. The chapter name is resources of class 8 NCERT textbook. Clear? So I'm going to explain with example first. The story which I wanted to tell you all is, here one boy was there. His name is Raju and the girl name is Mona. You know, right, what Amma means? Amma means mother. So here was Amma. So Mona and Raju, they were helping Amma to clean their house. Okay. So Amma was like, look at all these clothes, utensils, food grains, combs, the bottle of honey, books. Each of this has a use. So this was said by Mona. Okay. Then what Amma told? That is why they are important. That Amma told, okay? And she also told that these are resources. Then Raju asked, what are resources? He asked. So Amma replied for this question, anything that can be used to satisfy a need is called resource. As you can see the definition here, and it should also have some utility, that is very important. So this was the definition of resource. So we are going to look about this in this chapter. And also look around, you observe, you will be able to identify many types of resources, right? You try doing this. Okay, you can see many resources. So when a person is here, the person is thirsty. If you have, if one person is thirsty, what he wants immediately is water, right? And if you are getting all these light bulbs, fans, why? It is because of electricity. So these are called resources, right? Which has some, it can be used to satisfy a need, and it has some utility. Understood? This is what is a small story which I have took. Okay. So Raju had one more question. How does something become a resource? He was having lots of questions actually. He's very curious to know all this. Okay. Then Amma replied, they have all been used by you, so it has some utility. Right. Its use or utility gives it a value. All resources have some value. Understood? So all resources have value. So what do you understand by this? Something, a resource is a substance which is very useful to us, and that is satisfying our needs, and it has some utility. So how does something become? Because of its value. It becomes with its value. So what is value? It's very simple. Value means worth. So now here something clock and robot. What is this you are thinking, right? Clock means, obviously you have to understand that it is time. Technology, I have written already. So time and technology is very, very important to change something to a resource. Hope I'm clear. So as I told, resources has some value. So resources have value. What is value? We have to learn as I told, right? Value. Just I have drawn one gold box, like it is like a treasure I draw, so that you would understand. So some gold kind of thing is there, so you would understand better. So like that, that's why I drew this. So it is usable, right? It has some usability. It gives value. Value is nothing but just the worth. I simply drew this rupees and dollar. You don't need not think of that, okay? Just I have drawn it so that you will understand easily. Okay, next we have to discuss something which is going to be very interesting. Okay, come on, let's start. Now, as I told before in the pretext, technology word I have used. What is the meaning of technology word? Now I'm going to explain you very detailedly. First, technology. It is the application of latest knowledge and skill in doing or making things. This is the very short definition of technology. Now, here we are going to discuss a very important and very interesting part, that is the types of resources. You feel very interesting to know, right? Yes, even I feel very interesting to teach you all. First part is natural resources. Second part is human made resources. That means everything I'm going to explain you detailedly. And third thing, human resource. Yes, we are also a resource. I will be explaining why we are a resource. Okay, we are also a resource. That's why it is human resource. So first, we'll be starting with natural resource because it's a very big part. Firstly, we have to discuss about natural resources. So natural resources are divided into these many types. First is level of development, use, origin, stock, distribution, and yeah, distribution is the last. So totally how many we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 types of natural resources we are going to study in this age. Okay, without wasting any much time, we'll start. First, we will discuss about level of development. First, what is this level of development? First of all, again level of development is divided into two. If we learn those two, we will be able to understand level of development very easily. Okay, so these two are little bit interrelated. Okay, this level of development and use interrelated little bit. That's why they both are mixed and their divisions are here. So level of development, on based of level of development and also the use, I'm writing a little bit shortcut here. I have written fully, right? That's why. And use, based on these two, we have two more divided under this. What are they? We are going to discuss. First, we have actual resources. Actual resources are those of which we know the quantity exactly. Okay, quantity is known. Suppose here I've drawn a rough picture, right? So hope you have got a clear picture, and it is used in present. So like examples are rich deposits of coal in the region of Germany and petroleum in West Asia, and dark soils also, which are in Deccan Plateau in Maharashtra. In Maharashtra, we are using that. Okay, for present. And potential, immediately you will be understanding it is just the opposite. Okay, we don't know the quantity, and we will be using that in the future with developed technology. So why we are not using them is because we don't know don't have proper technology for removing those, or sometimes we have to remove, right, from underground, like coal and petroleum also. So we don't have that much technology, and that technology can cost lots of money. That's why we are not removing those. So hope you had a clear picture of level of development and use. Now we shall discuss about origin. Origin is very simple actually. You all know this. These are really a basic definitions, I can say. Origin is first divided into two parts. Okay. First one is biotic and abiotic. Abiotic means what? Just the living things in the earth. And abiotic, it's just the non-living things in the world. Clear? Very simple. You know this, right? It's basic. Now we shall discuss about stock and distribution. So this is a little bit new terms will be there. You should be able to understand. I'll give you a really clear picture. First, we have stock. In this talk, we have renewable and non-renewable. These two definitions, I hope you have studied in your earlier classes, but then too I will be giving you clear picture on it. Non-renewable resources are the resources which has limited stock. That means once it's exhausted, you cannot get it. You can get it, but it takes thousands, millions of years to get it back. I can give you an example of coal. See how many years it takes, almost millions of years, but we use it so much. So that's why we should save them. Understood. In that way, they are called as non-renewable. Now we shall discuss about renewable resources. So renewable resources are renewed quickly. That means it doesn't have that much impact when we are using more also. It will not have that much impact. Say now water is there. Now water is becoming non-renewable, but previously we could have used so much of water. If you use also, again you'll be getting back in the form of rain. So that's why it will not have that much of impact, obviously, right? Now we shall discuss about distribution. Distribution is mainly divided into ubiquitous and localized. Ubiquitous means it is found everywhere. What is found everywhere? Like soil is found, but all not all same soil. So we can't take soil example, or we can have humans found there everywhere, but somewhere, some places we are not there. So that those kind of thing. Like air, we have everywhere on Earth, right? Air is there. So now localized is nothing but it is found in only some places. Opposite. So some places means like you have Deccan Plateau, like you have potential resources and actual resources. Like only coal is there in Ruhr region of Germany mostly, right? Rich deposits. You can't get everywhere rich, right? That is called as localized. So let's continue this chapter in the next video. That is the part 2 of resources chapter. Until then, bye bye. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Vishwabrams.